All right, so uh, today we're going to be using Google's free AI tools to continue our journey of making real estate websites using AI. And the goal is to try to generate leads. We've been going at this for about a month and a half now, and I started from scratch. I don't know anything about anything. So we're doing a lot of learning and just relying on the AI internets of the world. So you can see here we're using this website, siouxfallsrealestatehub.com, which is built on Firebase, completely coded. We code it in here, and we basically just tell it what we want, and it does it. Sometimes it does it great, sometimes it does a bad job, so you really have to give it good directions. And what I was noticing, actually, I wasn't noticing anything other than here is our information. It's only been live for, this one's only been live since the 3rd, so less than 7 days. So it's really interesting here. And this is our graph, right? Our average positions dropping a little bit, but we're getting more pages to be indexed. Our impressions kind of went up and dropped a little bit or kind of stayed flat. And here's our 24 hours. So 24 hours is pretty interesting. Got a click in here, which is cool. So what I wanted to know was what's happening here. And I don't know. I have no idea, right? We've got our queries and we've got our pages. And what I rely on is Notebook LM, free Google. And it's interesting because you just add your sources, and that's the only thing it knows. It can, it can think about the topics, but it doesn't think outside of the topics, if that makes sense. So it's not going to make something up because it can't. It's only got the sources that we list here. And the sources that we have are in the beginning would be the information from the 28 days. So I just copy all of this. Make sure you include all your pages here if you have more than one page or 10 listings. And then you include all your queries, as well as your website as a source. And you just ask it like, hey, what's happening here? And it analyzes all of this information. What we found was that the 2 pages that were ranking the best, let's see if it'll still show here, are this page, and there was another page, but this was the one I focused on today, was the real estate investing site. And I think the big takeaway from the past couple days is that I used to have these services where these were just broad service, they were broad like seller agent service pages. And that was what they call cannibalizing. So Google was getting confused. They were sending some people to my real estate investing page, which is just general and broad. And then other times it was sending it to the Southern Pines. This page is all different because we changed a lot of it. It was sending it to this URL, and it wasn't sure what to do. So what Notebook LM told me to do was first build a redirect from all of these service pages to the local service pages, which are location/service, right? You can see here location/service of our main area. Now our main area is Sioux Falls. So now when you click on any of these, let's go to the real estate investing, you can see we're at Sioux Falls real estate investing. So now we've got these redirects. These were just standalone pages, just kind of generic. Now they redirect. So there shouldn't be any more confusion with Google on that. This page is not built out at all. It's just basic blank template today what we did was we did the redirect and we built out the Southern Pines location page, which is this page. And again, we used Notebook LM to build a lot of this. There was a few websites, actually really only one that was really helpful with Southern Pines. And one of the really interesting things was, especially for this real estate investing, there wasn't any information about real estate investing in this little neighborhood in Sioux Falls. So what I did was I went to Zillow and try to see if I have and I just went to Sioux Falls. And I know that this area kind of in here is this Southern Pines neighborhood. So what I did was I basically used all of the sold comps in the last 90 days. And I literally copied all of this information and I pasted it as a source, a text source in Notebook LM. And then I did the same thing with rentals and for sale. And from there I ran a report based off of those three, and I came up with this, which is a report, and you can run the reports straight out of here. And it came up with a very, very unique content that I couldn't find on the internet because it wasn't available. So what we did was we took real life information from Zillow and had Notebook LM build some information about it. And that's where we got the highlights here. So this is kind of the summary, and then there's all this information here. So it's very, very localized. These are all houses and their monthly rent. So Google's going to know that this is real stuff, real addresses, real local areas. And you can go through and read this. It's pretty in depth. I'm pretty proud of it, and it should help deal with our cannibalization. So now the big project is to go through on all of our location pages. I started out with the ones that are ranking the best currently, and we're going to try to get them to rank better by adding more content in there. And once we do that, which I got most of that done today, I do still have to get the Sioux Falls page, the actual location page, build out. We don't really have much on here right now to help build some authority in the area. But once we do that, we're really going to dig into these local service pages, right? We've got our Sioux Falls and our service, and we're really going to dig in hard to Sioux Falls first because that is the biggest area. And then once we get the big area, we're going to start focusing in on the small ones. So just want to let you guys know what I've been up to in this journey to get leads from AI built websites using AI SEO tactics. If you have any questions or you want to see more videos like this, we have them in the REI Connector Formula in Skool, Go High Level for Real Estate. And you can come over here into the classroom, and they're in this experimental world over here. So also build a lot of Go High Level and do a lot of Go High Level trainings because that's the other side of the business. So it's generate leads. How do we contact and converse with the leads? That's the Go High Level side. And then the generation side is building using Google Firebase and Notebook LM. Thanks. Peace.